Good afternoon. My name is Craig Cook. I'm here to talk to you about a subject that comes up a lot. Think you can't afford a lawyer? Here's the truth. Number one, waiting too long due to money fears can cost you way more in the end. What that means is you have spoliation of evidence. This has a lot of times has to do in regards to personal injury, workers' comp case, etc. Most people don't call a lawyer because they think I can't afford it. And let me just talk to you about that. A lot of times, I have a lot of people calling in regards to especially divorce cases, guardianships, etc. And a lot of times they might not be able to afford us. But most of the time, if you can come up with some monies, we try to work with you in trying to get into the case and trying to help you out with it. So the hourly cases like divorces, guardianships, etc., custody, yes, you do have to come up with monies up front. However, if you're talking about personal injury cases, workers' comp cases, medical malpractice cases, some products liability cases, electrical contact cases, electrocution, you do not have to come up with monies. That's done on a contingency fee basis. In other words, we get paid if we win. If we don't win, we don't get paid. We front most of the times upfront cost on those. There is an occasion that now, based upon the amount of traffic we get in here in regards to medical malpractice and some of the nursing home negligence, I do have some of the clients say, I tell them, hey, pay the filing fee to file petition for probate to be able to get the medical records. That's the only time I usually have an upfront cost in those type of cases. So personal injury cases, wrongful death cases, car wreck, big truck, anything to do with personal injury, no upfront cost usually. Bankruptcy estates, planning a family law, we are upfront and clear about the cost. With all cases, we have fee agreements. Back 25 years ago, 30 years ago, they used to send a letter. Now, confirming the fee agreement. But now in bankruptcy cases and family law cases, we have an actual fee agreement. Bankruptcy cases, you have a limitation on how much you can charge. It's approved by the trustee's office and the bankruptcy court. One thing I haven't mentioned, I'll talk about the family law, but estate planning cases, we also have contracts covering the attorney's fees in estate planning cases. Family law, same thing. So everything is set out, clear, and we try to provide you a statement once every 30 days, and sometimes that doesn't happen because of how busy we get and how much we're working on your file. And we keep a detailed bill on those cases. Sometimes in family law cases, and some other cases, but sometimes in family law cases, we do a flat rate on those. But most of the time in contested family law cases, we do those by the hour. The truth in regards to, say you can't afford a lawyer. Not hiring a lawyer often costs you more. Insurance companies, creditors, and even ex-spouses love it when you try to go it alone. What that means is, if you are jack of all trades and king of none, you usually end up not being successful. The other day, I was thinking about maybe going on a trip somewhere that I didn't really have access to the particular places we were going to stay, and I thought, why don't I just call a travel agent? It's kind of like somebody doing their own divorce. You need to have somebody that does that for a living, consult them and let them help you with it. Same way with hiring a lawyer. Contact us. That's what we do. We talk with insurance companies. We fight with insurance companies. In bankruptcy cases, we try to keep the creditor away from you. Divorce cases, we deal with ex-spouses. So not hiring a lawyer on the front end. In other words, when you get your divorce, when you're trying to get the order in regards to changing child custody or child support, contact us. Otherwise, if you let something get entered, it may cost you more in the end afterwards than it did if you just simply came into us on the front end. Contact us, law offices of Craig Cook, 479-783-8000, or you can find us at Craig L. Cook Law. Go to the website. Several ways to get a hold of us. We'd be happy to help you. Thank you.